Well, you know, this is sort of like getting back to how life should be, in a way, in the sense that it's simple yet wholesome. You know, I mean, I've seen other places like London on the telly, and I always just think all the cars and car alarms going off and street crime and all that. I think, to be honest, I think you'd be lucky not to get stabbed living somewhere like that. No, I count myself lucky living here, because I do consider myself, I guess, a pleasant lad, born and bred, you know.
Have you ever been outside of Pleasant at all?
I did go to Kendal once, and that was nice. Preston, sorry, yeah, Preston. I went there for a weekend. That was all right as well. Couldn't find a decent fish and chip shop though. Can't beat Pleasant Chippy. You get quite a good view of the town from here, actually. Although, actually, let's head up this way. Yeah, sorry. Let's go this way. I'll take you to the top of the hill. It's worth seeing the view.
Holly Ghyllson is 30 years old and married to his young wife, Maisie. He has just completed his debut album, a collection of folk songs.
Yeah, Ballads of Old. And that's old with an E, because that's how they used to spell it. This is my latest album, and it's actually also my very first album as well. Holly Ghyllson there, on the bottom. No, I'm very happy with how these have turned out, actually. I once had a write-up in the Pleasant Times, and they said, Holly Ghyllson, keep your eye on him, he's an up-and-coming new talent. Here we are, 7 years on, and I've got my own album. I think if my parents were here to see this, they'd be very proud of me. They're on holiday at the moment, in Greece.
If I sell a few here or there, you know, down the pub, then that's grand. But I'm not expecting to sell loads. It's not like my main source of income or anything, you know.
What is your main source of income?
Oh, well, I'm currently job hunting at the moment. The thing about folk music, though, really, is that anyone can sing it. Doesn't matter who's singing it, because at the end of the day, these songs are timeless. That's the important thing about them. They come from the soul, you know what I mean?
So, do you ever write any of your own material?
Oh, well, I haven't for this album, but I have actually been working on some lyrics of my own, yes.
Are you going to share them with us?
Yeah, I can do. I've written them down, actually. I'll tell you what, I'll wait until we get to the top, and then I'll give you a reading. See what you think. Pleasant, the Lakeland town, built upon this ancient land, forever cast in sun and rain. What stories do you have to tell? Tales of your past, tales of pain. Oh, little town, Pleasant is your name, built from stone and hopes. That's all I've got for now. You'll notice I didn't sing it because I do the melodies after and fit them round the lyrics.
Right.
And obviously there's going to be more to it than that. That's just the first part, you know. All songwriters will tell you this. Have a piece of paper, so then you can write ideas down as they come to you. It's just common sense, and it served me well. Only problem is I always forget a pen.
I was wondering if you could tell us where your wife is, Maisie, I believe?
Oh, yeah, she's staying at her parents', doesn't like being on film. So anyway, ballads are really important for folk singers, I think, because they're the tales that folk tell one another around a fire. That's where they belong, round a fire, you know. And whenever I can, I'll sit by a fire, put on my woolly jumper, have a bit of homebrew and just stare up at the stars.
Oh. Yes, Holly, I was going to ask, could you take us to where you make your music?
I certainly can, Jessica, yep, if you want to hop in.
Well, this is the place. This is where the music happens. You can feel the ideas flowing in a place like this. It's basically a case of getting back to the land, you know, getting back to nature, where we are as people and where we've come from, you know, the ballads, the tales of the land. It all happens in places like this.
When I asked you to take us to where you make your music, I meant where you recorded your album.
Oh, right, yeah, well, yeah, I can take you there if you want to hop back in.
This is the recording studio. It's pretty good, actually. It's a little sort of small facility. It's got everything you need, basically, though. And out in the corridor, they've got a free water dispenser, so that's a nice touch as well. It's not my microphone, so I don't want to be too... Is that all right?
You haven't moved it?
Yeah, this is where I came, basically, to record my a cappella folk album.
Why a cappella?
Oh, well, it's a bit embarrassing really, but I can't actually play the guitar. At my gigs, people expect you to be able to play guitar. So I do take a guitar along with me now, just to complete the image, really. And it can act as a bit of a shield between me and the audience sometimes as well. I got this at a festival, and rather than playing it, what I'll do is I'll just give it a strum every so often to help punctuate what I'm singing. So for example, will you go, lassie, go to the breeze of Belclever? Like that, you know. Is it Belclever? Clever? I don't know. It's open to interpretation anyway. Even professional folks singers will tell you, you know, it doesn't really matter if you get the words wrong, because that's just adding to the tapestry in some ways. If you sing that one in a strong enough Scotch accent, you can't really make the words.
You're not from Scotland, Holly. Why do you sing in a Scottish accent?
Oh, well, that's how these songs are meant to be sung at the end of the day. You know, there are some Scottish ballads that they don't sound right unless they're in a Scottish accent, you know. For example, oh, ever away, my bonny May, and come with me down to Loch Lomond, where the mist gathers grey o'er moorland and brae, and the flowers they glabben in the heather. Oh, I'll tak the high road and you tak the low. I'll be in Scotland before ye, where me and my true love will never meet again. By the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. And that, you can't really imagine that being sung not in a Scotch accent, you know. And people have said to me at gigs, you shouldn't sing in a Scotch accent. But I just think it's part of the job. It goes with the territory, you know, and I know if I was Scottish I wouldn't mind, so it's fine.
You are aware that the low strings at the top of the guitar and the high strings at the bottom, right?
Oh, is it? Am I holding it the wrong way?
No.
2 pints of Wainwright, please.
Yeah, not a problem. Good picture, bro.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Wainwright. Good stuff.
Aye, it's good beer. So, how's Maisie?
Oh, yeah, no, she didn't want to come out. She's a bit tired, so she's just stayed at home. No, oh, no, sorry. No, she's gone to stay with her parents. Yeah,
Right,
doesn't
okay.
like being on film, that's all. This is Will, by the way.
Ah, hello.
Yeah, and this tends to be our regular, the Robin. We used to go to the Eagle when we were younger.
Oh, the Eagles are dive.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's gone downhill in the last couple of years. It's just not what it was at all. So this is the place to be, really. They've got live music here. They've got farm tools hanging up on the walls and sheepskin rugs. And
I've never noticed farm tools.
yeah, they have. If you go around the side. Anyway, that's why I like it. It's sort of rustic. You know what I mean?
Kind of a pub as farm tools.
You don't know what I mean? Like oldie worldy type of pub. You know, a folky,
Right.
rustic looking.
Right.
They have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, anyway, yeah, and I used to do singing here a bit back in the day, although that's sort of once in a harvest moon now, really.
Don't you mean a blue moon?
No, it's more of a reddy orangey colour. Oh, you walked into that one. Say, oh, sorry, that's me. Hold on a second. Hello. Yeah, I can't talk right now. They've got a good range of real ales in here, haven't they?
Oh, they have, haven't they? Yeah,
which, tends to be my drink of choice.
Yeah.
I must say.
Oh, certainly. It's definitely my drink of choice any day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I must say, when it gets to around Christmas time, I really do. I tend to push the boat out and buy Pepsi, drink that. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I like real ale. I think because it's real at the end of the day, and you know, it's got live yeast, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Because I always think if I was going to have dead yeast, I'd just have a slice of bread. I always think of it that way. Well, it's true. I mean, the thing is, I used to sit out here with me real ale, and I used to try and maybe pick up a few chords on the guitar, you know, and then I'd do a bit of singing, wouldn't I?
So you did try to pick up guitar?
Oh, yeah, multiple times, yeah. I think I have a form of dyspraxia or something like that, which prevents me from having the sort of hand-eye coordination to cope with playing it.
Yeah, either that, or maybe just came to the sudden realisation that you might not be that good.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I was labouring for a while under that misconception. People here didn't seem to mind. They were always cheering me on and everything, you know, so I just assumed...
Yeah, I think they were just being kind.
Well...
That's an E. Minor. Major. Then move this finger here. That's an E minor.
When I say that these old folk songs mean a lot to me, like it's a part of my soul that's being poured out, you know, that's not me being pretentious. There's no pretense involved in any of it, you know. I just lack the talent for it to be real. And I know that.
Third fret down. Hold. There we are. It's a G.
But it doesn't mean I'm going to stop. There's not a reason to stop. You know, you've got to keep going with these things. You've got to keep trying. You know, never give up. That's what Maisie always used to say, so...
Used to?
Yeah, she's not been well. There were 3 ravens sat in a tree with a downy, 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 down. They were as black as they might be with a downy, 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 down. One of them said to his mate, where shall we our breakfast take? Over in yonder field there lays a knight slain under his shield.
Holly,
with
always nice to see you.
Hey.
Jessica, great meeting you again.
Sorry, do I know you?
It's Kurt. Kurt Johnson.
Oh,
you made
yes.
a documentary about
Kurt
me a
Johnson,
few months
yes,
ago.
yes, of course, I remember. Kurt, could you please just step back off that platform there?
Like this.
That's it.
Can I just keep my hands in my pockets?
You're
Of
right.
course.
Yeah, this is a bit awkward
How you
actually,
doing?
Holly.
Oh, liking the beard. Liking the beard. You grow that yourself, did you? Of course you did, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward actually, Holly, because you remember that CD you sold me last night?
Of course, yes. My first attempt at a folk album.
I wouldn't have thought you'd be into folk music, Kurt.
Oh, well, you have to support minorities in the community, Jessica, as you well know. Problem was, when I got it home, opened it up, it's empty.
You're joking?
Afraid not.
What, are you sure the disc didn't just fall out when you got it home? Like,
I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Now, I'm standing here hoping that this was just an honest mistake. I have written it down in my events book, but I'm prepared to rub it out because it's only in pencil.
Well, I must have forgot to put the discs in the case, I guess.
Honest mistake,
That's
then. Honest mistake.
embarrassing.
Anyone. Could have happened to anyone.
I suppose you want your $5 back, do you?
Maybe it's not too much trouble.
All right. All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Not a problem. Always great to see you. Jessica, Holly.
See ya. Oh, well. That's that's Kurt. Well, you know him. He's not born here. Off-come, isn't he? But he's all right though. He's
Never met him in my life.
no, yeah. He's a bit of a. He's all right. He gets a hard time of it. But yeah, that's. Oh well, I'll tell you what. It's a damn good job I only sold 2 of these. Okay. Yeah, we're just nipping up the Gill. So just out onto Old Barn Road. It won't take long. Won't take long to get there. Hey,
Hi.
you all right?
Hi,
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah, is it all right if we come in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you don't mind them filming, do you?
No.
Yeah. Oh, see, you got me album.
Yeah, not had a chance to listen to you yet.
That's fine. Yeah,
Could
this
you-
is Wendy, by the way. She's
Holly,
into
shut the
folk
door for
music.
me.
Oh, yeah, she's into folk music as well. Sorry.
Right. Can I get you anything to drink? Tea? Coffee? Beer?
Yeah, actually, yeah, beer would be lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, what about yourself?
Not whilst I'm working.
Right, and you?
He's filming.
Right, very well then.
Cheers.
Holly, I can't find a bottle opener. Is it on the table?
No.
What you got there?
I just thought maybe we could put this on. You know, it might be
Oh.
nice to have
Yeah.
to listen to.
Sure. That's... Put it on?
Oh, I think I have a bottle opener on my keyring actually. It's somewhere.
Right.
Now, usually CDs don't have an A side and a B side, but voila, double disc set. So now you got your A side and your B-side.
And what's the advantage to that?
Oh, well, I mean, you put all your best songs on your A-side, and then your B-side are for songs that aren't quite as good. Not that they're bad songs, it's more, you can take a few more risks, basically. I mean, for example, on here, I've got a very experimental track. Probably the most experimental I've ever done, actually. Sounds of nature, animal noises, that sort of thing. I'll play you a bit. I'll play you a bit. So, yeah, it's never going to be a big hit or anything like that, but that's why it's on the B-side.
So, Holly, yesterday you mentioned that your wife's been ill. Would you mind talking about that?
Oh, well, you see, I mean, thing is, Maisie has bipolar disorder, so she gets very, very down sometimes, and it's not a problem, you know, we get on very, very well. It's mainly her parents, to be honest. They were the ones who decided that it might be best to section her.
Wait, she's been sectioned?
Yeah, she's been sectioned for about a year now, actually. But, you know, it's her parents. I mean, they have power of attorney over her, and they've actually been trying to get us divorced on her behalf. They think I'm a bad influence on her mental state, which is of course ridiculous, you know, because I love Maisie and she loves me, and she's always encouraging me to do more. Hence, 2 discs.
A solemn vow on poor John Barleycorn. They hired men with crabtree sticks to split him.
I hear we might be getting an Aldi.
Oh, yeah, Vanessa was saying something about that.
Vanessa the dentist.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not things.
It's awful, is what it is. I mean, think about it. I mean, Pleasant, last thing Pleasant needs is a big corporate supermarket. I would have thought that was obvious. The thing is, these small businesses, independent businessmen, they're going to suffer because of it, aren't they? And it's going to take up loads of land, you know, a big car park and everything. It'll be like a cyst on the edge of the town. You know, big tick sucking the blood out of the community. That's the way I look at it.
Right, so this is what the documentary's about, is it?
No, this is, well, it's actually about me.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not about, it's a series, isn't it? Yeah, it's a series. And this, yeah, just this episode is, yeah, about me.
Right. Sure, it's lovely.
Yeah, well. Oh, Wendy, have you given it any more thought about maybe us doing something together? You know, like, you know, you play guitar, I could sing, you know, maybe...
I don't know, Holly.
Oh, it's just, I've been working on a folk medley, you see. And basically what happens is it starts off with John Barleycorn, and then it goes into Ilkley Moor Bar Tat, and then that becomes...
Holly, it's just, like, I have my own act.
Oh, yeah, no, sure. No, I know you do, yeah. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just thought I'd ask. It's all right. Don't worry.
You're alright.
Yeah. No, of course I'm all right. I just thought I'd ask. You know, because yeah, it always works there.
Over the sea to sky. Sorry.
Oh crap!
Right.
Oh,
Side note
this is
from the top.
it's the bloody demo version.
So the album isn't off to a flying start.
Well, early days, yeah.
Can I ask you, Holly, how often is it that you see your wife, Maisie?
Well, actually, I'm seeing her today, visiting her today. Thing is, I think I can sing to a reasonable enough standard, but Maisie, I mean, she'd hear her on guitar. She can play. I mean, I've never heard someone play as well as she can. You know, it's amazing, really. And I guess what I'm saying is, even if I did do a gig with Wendy, if we got together and did something, it wouldn't be a patch on what me and Maisie used to do. You know, when she was well, we were just, I mean, mean, you can imagine my singing and her playing together. It was perfect. We were the perfect duo. Yeah. But that was before she got ill, of course. And yeah, I mean, it was before she overdosed. She killed herself. So.
Holly, I'm sorry. When did this happen?
About a year ago now. Yeah, she's been dead a year. Out in the heather where the sun burns bright, she swore she'd love me the rest of her life. There's somewhere I'd like to take you.
Where's that?
Oh, it's not far. Actually, I'm probably going to need this, so...
There were 3 men come out of the west, their fortunes for to try. And these 3 men made a solemn vow, John Barleycorn must die. They ploughed, they sowed, they harrowed him in, threw clods upon his head, till these 3 men were satisfied John Barleycorn was dead. They let him lie for a very long time, till the rains from heaven did fall. Then little Sir John popped up his head, and so amazed them all. They let him stand till midsummer's day, when he grew both pale and wan. And little Sir John had grown a long, long beard, and so become a man. They hired men with scythes so sharp to cut him off from the knee. They rolled him and tied him around the waist, serving him most barbarously. They hired men with sharp pitchforks to stab him right in the heart.